village a few kilometers away from Hebron, to discuss this and how this is one aspect of a systematic ethnic cleansing in Palestine. I have with me on the line, unfortunately not in studio, we were having problems connecting with him. I have with me on the line Brother Badee Dwaik from Hebron. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh for you and for all the audience people who are listening to us.
Jazakallah khair for being with us. You, Brother Badee, are a poet, a writer. You call yourself a revolutionary based in Hebron. Give us some context around this video that we just saw of cement being poured into the water supply, because we're also hearing reports from Gaza. We haven't yet seen visuals of this, of tunnels in Gaza being flooded with salt water, which of course is not just going to destroy the water supply, but is also going to seep into the soil and destroy the potential for at least the near future for growing plants and crops there. So please tell us about how water is used as a tool of this occupation and of this ethnic cleansing.
Let's just say that video you have been just played a few seconds ago. This is video actually it's been happened in Hebron. This has happened several months ago. And it was happened specifically in a place which is called El Hijre, when the Israeli soldiers came and put the cement in one of the Palestinian wheels. And this is a proof for you that how much that Israeli occupation they are targeting the Palestinian people in their existence. So they do genocide in Gaza, genociding my people in Gaza. And at the same time, also there are another war which is target the existence of the Palestinian people who are in West Bank by different means and methods. And the water, it's one of these methods that they use it also to target the Palestinians. Because you know that the water, it's one of the most important things in the life of the or any human in this world. There are many things depends into using the water, and settlers, for example, and soldiers, not only settlers, soldiers and settlers, they are targeting Palestinians, wheels, storage, pipes, many times in different places in over West Bank, is not only in Hebron, and there are many places that I can mention as an example, how the settlers they are cutting the pipes, like in Masafer Yatta, like in Baqa and Hebron here, even the animals, you know, they are also. So this is many farmers, they are lost their farms, there are incomes because the Israeli settlers and soldiers cutting their pipes and wheels, targeting the life of the people, so the life becomes it's more difficult for the Palestinians to live. And also, Israeli occupation, since they are occupied Palestinian territory land, they have been decided to make many rules and restrictions for the Palestinians to use their own waters, and the Israelis they stole the Palestinian waters, and after they stole it, and and organized it by a company which is they call it Mikarot company. So the Palestinian people now they are buying their own water from this is Israeli company.
Yes.
Yes.
And at very expensive prices, I hear.
Sorry. There are also many rules and restrictions about to build wheels. For example, you are not free to build wheels for water, to collect the water as you want. You are not free in that because you have to apply for a permission from the Israelis. And the Israelis that make this is a process very difficult. And we are talking about even about those places which is supposed to be under the Palestinian control, under the Palestinian authority control, I mean. So even those places and these cities, they are not have the power to use their own water without to have a permission in advance by the Israeli occupation. So the Israeli occupation, they are occupying each inch in our life. So,
Mhm.
for example, there are people here suffering in Masafar Yatta, for example. The people who are living there are depends in their income and to survive by use the growing animals, sheep and goats, and at the same time to also use their land to grow some agricultural things. At the same
Mhm.
time, also in Baka. So this is a place is usually under attacks of the settlers. There are many places also in West Bank the same of this situation. So you can imagine when the settlers come, cut the pipes or destroy this is wheels, and this has happened many times.
Mhm.
Destroyed this is wheels. Maybe what this is video that you have just played about through the cement inside this is wheels, but this has happened even before this many times and hundred times everywhere we spend. And this is show you that how the Israeli occupation used even the water as a weapon against the Palestinians and also to make the life for the Palestinians to live is very difficult to survive.
Mhm.
And settlers even they use the water much more than Palestinians. If the Palestinian used like 2 liters for a drink in the day, settler he used like about 10 double about like 10 liters every day just for a drink. So there are huge there are
Inequalities.
huge
Yes.
difference quality between the Palestinians and the settlers and the Israelis.
Yes, thank you so much, Brother Badia, for setting that scene for us because that video was really horrific to see a well or a water supply. I'm not quite sure what it was, but it was definitely, some kind of water um, source that was just being cemented. It was just horrific. But you've explained to us that Palestinians, even though it is their own land, even though it is supposedly under the control of the Palestinian Authority, is they still are not able to sink a well or borehole without Israeli consent and are instead obliged to buy water from the Israelis. You've also said that there are many instances of pipes being cut and other ways of controlling the water supply. I have heard from people who went to help in the olive harvest that they stayed with a Palestinian family in the West Bank, and settlers built on the property adjacent to their home, which was originally their property, and then prevented them from not only getting to their olive trees, but also using the water supply that for generations from their great grandparents' time had been the irrigation source for the olive trees in their plantation. And so I think, there are many ways that the Israeli occupiers, the colonial occupiers, are trying to stifle the water supply to Palestinians.
What I want to say, the Israelis were not enough for them to store the water in Palestine. They also store the water from Jordan. They use the Jordan River. They stole water from Al Yarmouk River, which is in Syria. They stole also water from Lebanon because so this is a colonial project. It's not just was enough for them to authorize and to steal the water in Palestine. So they decided also to steal the water which is in other countries, which is
Mhm.
near their brothers or Palestinian brothers, you should say. And the most injustice thing that when you are after the occupiers, they are stole your water and you buy it from them. This is one of the
Yes,
most really very ridiculous
absolutely.
that you are
That's
buy your own water from them.
yes,
Why? The
yes,
thing
indeed.
they have they have unlimited water to use
Uh-huh.
and they can use your water whatever they want in the amount that they want by and also the Palestinians there are rules for them and restrictions and limited amount that they have to use in the pre day which is for the settlers and for the Israelis. They are
Mhm.
free to use whatever they want from the water. This is
Brother
really
Badee,
injustice. This is
it's a huge injustice. I'm sorry to cut you short. We're running out of time, but we really appreciate that you took the time today to be with us despite the technical difficulties. And we wish you Ramadan Kareem for the rest of the month. And thank you once again, Jazakallah khair, for being with us today. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. Thank you very much.
And with that, dear listeners, we go to an ad break. And after that, fired up with Ashraf Gangrekar. انشروا بين الأنام.
ما وجدنا إلا الجيش الاحتلالي الإسرائيلي جايب تنظيمه والجيش والجرافات والخلاطات بسكروا عندنا نبعات مي كنا مستفيدين منهن زارعين أرضنا حوالي 80 ظلم عندنا هي حمامات بلاستيكية